how are you all today? I am here to report on VLCD5. I was down zero point 0.4 today, so my first smaller release, but it's still 0.4, right? So that puts me at 136 pounds today. Total loss is 7.2 pounds in 5 VLCD days. I only gained 0.6 loading, so because I loaded clean. So I am doing super good. My body fat, my pounds of fat did not go down today, so it's still 42 pounds of fat. I had my ketones at 80, and I had a quarter cup of cottage cheese for breakfast in the morning, fat-free. That's not protocol, just so you know. Salad with chicken, a little coconut oil, and tomatoes, cod and asparagus for dinner, and of course my teas. I slept for 8 hours. So that's all that stuff. I felt a lot better yesterday. I had a lot more energy and didn't feel nearly as shaky and definitely not hungry. So I'm definitely feeling really good about that. The other thing I wanted to show you today is my body fat analyzer. I think I've showed it before, but someone was asking me about it. Mine is really old. It's like 15 years old, so they don't look quite like this now, but I'll put a link to like a couple Amazon choices that you have. The brand is called Omron, O-M-R-O-N, and that is still the same brand today. I think it's the only brand that makes these handheld body fat analyzers. So basically, what you do is you want to do it around the same time in the morning every day. I do it right after I weigh. Stand on the same floor, whether it's tile or carpet. If you vacillate, I think it could cause variations. I'm not really sure about that. And the other thing is it's very consistent. So it's very accurate in its consistency. But if you were to get your body fat done through one of those tanks, which I've done, those are the most accurate. And I've had that done, and I think it was about maybe 2% off from this. So this, this is accurate as it is. It could be about 2% off, but the 2% that it's off, if you use it as consistent, I use it every day actually right now. It is very consistent though, so there aren't like weird fluctuations. So I can totally trust what it's saying. Does that make sense? Because it is consistent, even if it's just slightly, it's kind of like the calibration is slightly off, but it's still working properly. I hope that makes sense. So anyway, I just want to show you real quick what you do. So you just press the on button, and then I know it's looking backwards, but you'll just have to, bear with it. You press the up button. What you can do is you can set it for different people so that you don't have to re-enter the information every day. So mine is set already for most of it. I'm 5'1". You set your pounds, how much you weigh, which I did this morning again at 136. You put your age, which I'm 30 years old, and that you're female or male, which that's important. So anyway, once you have it all ready to go, you just press the start button, and then you need to hold it out at arm's length straight out like this. And it's going to kind of take a couple minutes, or not a couple minutes, just a few seconds. And then it will show you how many pounds of fat you have. So 42 pounds of fat and 31.1% is what it says here. But when I do it at the same time every morning, actually it said 42 pounds and 30.9 or something like that. So it's very consistent when I use it at the same time every day and in the same place and stuff. I'm just sitting here on this chair right now. But anyway, I hope that helps. You don't really need to use it every day, but I use it every day just so that I get a feel for how this thing works, because I didn't know how accurate it was or how consistent it was. And I have found, because I've been using it every single day since the beginning of round 2, which was, I think, sometime in, when was that? May or June? So I've been using it since then every single day, and it is very consistent. When I do it the same time every day, my pounds of fat, like if my body fat goes down to 41 pounds, it doesn't go back up the next day, just randomly or anything. It's very consistent, so I feel like I can rely on it for giving me a fairly accurate picture of where I'm at. And that has been helpful in HCG, because some of the different non-protocol days that I've done, like egg days or fat fast days, my body fat actually always went up like 1 or 2 pounds on those days. And then when I went back to protocol the next day, it would come back down. And so it might have actually hindered me doing that. So even though I would lose weight on those days, it showed that my body fat went up. So, I don't really know what that means within the context of HCG, because HCG just works so differently. So I'm not saying that those things are bad, because there might be something in the timing of everything, like when you have all that fat and then your body's flushing it out differently and it takes 2 days, so maybe maybe my body fat dropped more than it normally would have the next day, so maybe it was still beneficial, but I just don't know that. But anyway, it's just another helpful feedback to kind of tell you what you're doing and what certain things affect you. Like for instance, for right now, I probably wouldn't feel too comfortable eating so minimally. Like I'm probably only eating 300 calories a day or something. In general, I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that unless I knew the weight that I was losing was mostly fat. So, and as it is, I've lost a lot more fat so far this round than last round. And last round, when I look at what I was eating, I was actually eating a lot more, and it was not really protocol stuff, but I was eating more than I'm eating now. So, this time I'm doing 100 grams of protein instead of last time I did 150 calories worth. So just certain things like that. I was eating chicken hot dogs, which are not protocol. So anyway, it's just helpful. So I hope that helps you guys, for whoever was asking, and I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Bye.